Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Travis from Chasing Anthems coming at you guys with another reaction video. Today I'm pretty stoked about this one. We're going to be checking out one of the artists that I admired growing up and learning to perfect my craft. Not that I perfected it by any means of the measure, but, you know, one of those artists that you just are blown away. It makes you happy when you hear him play. Amazes you at every turn, makes it interesting, so complex but beautiful and simple all at the same time. But with that being said, today we are checking out Victor Wooten. And if you don't know Victor Wooten, man, you guys are in for a good treat. For those who know Victor Wooten, probably a lot better than I do, we're definitely going to be leaning on you guys to fact check us and point us in the right direction and just, you know, let us know what's the greatest Victor Wooten video to show, to let us check out, right, and share with the rest of the world. With that being said, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, like, comment, share, do all that kind of good stuff. You know what to do. And then when this gets done, hit the channel icon or go down to the description link. Go check out some of our original music. With that being said, let's get into this, guys. All right, this is just Victor's Jam, right? Because I didn't know where else to start. So what did I do? I typed in Victor Wooten. I started at the top of the list, and this is where we landed today. I think that's a good place to break right there. I don't know if you guys noticed this, and I don't believe he always plays with a whammy bar, but you can see right here he's got a whammy bar and a bass. Now, I can't think on my hand name, 5, if not even more, artists that I've ever seen, or bass players specifically, that play with a whammy bar. So that's definitely unique. But those bends he was doing was without the whammy bar, which is pretty impressive considering the hand strength that it would take to actually get some of the bends that he was that high up on the neck. That is no easy feat by any terms. But I just love Victor, man. You can see he's in his zone. He's got his eyes closed. He's playing with his heart and his soul, right? And he's just loving what he does, man. And I think this goes back to just like stripping back all of the fluff and all that other stuff that sometimes we can overwhelm music, right? But when you go back to those basics, when you're learning in your bedroom, when you got your first instrument, that's what he's doing right now. That's what he's emulating, and it's just so cool, man, because it's so complex, but it's, like I said in the beginning, it's simple at the same time. It's just beautiful. there's so many sections in there that I wanted to just to stop and kind of break down, and not as if you didn't see it or hear it for yourself, but there's so much technique that was thrown in to a very short period of time. I love it, and a lot of people probably don't even realize this, but bass predominantly is a rhythmic instrument, right? And you can tell really when it's stripped down to just the bass and drummer how in sync they are together. You know, that downbeat hitting with the kick drum and stuff like that. But on the same time, he's coloring it in with all this melodic melodies and transitions and stuff like that, while throwing in all these wild techniques that you just don't hear, especially during this time period. Because I believe this video was probably at least 20 years old, if not older. Even going back even into like the early 90s, you just didn't hear that many bass players doing this, especially outside of the funk era, right? 70s, 80s, and bands like that who were exploring more on the bass side, or even jazz. But Victor's one of those guys that's kind of transitioned through those eras into more modern times. There's a lot of current videos with him where he's still just continuing to expand upon the parameters that we tend to put on bass players. But I'll tell you what, this is what I love about YouTube, is there's so many guys out there. Davey 504 is the first one that comes to mind, that are just crushing it on the bass and are taking it to next levels with these next generations that are coming up behind. But I'll tell you what, Victor is still on the top of my list of just favorite bass players out there. Let me know what you guys think. If there's videos you guys recommend from Victor or other great bassists, I love checking out bass players. It's something I can actually relate to. Even though I play country music and I play guitar, my roots still go back to playing the bass, and when I get the opportunity to. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, checking out this video. Please consider subscribing, like, comment, share, do all that kind of good stuff. And guess what? We have a new single coming out. It's going to be March 17th, St. Patty's Day. It's called Santa Cruz, available on all platforms. Please go check it out. Promise you it's going to be a good one. With that being said, I'm going to check you guys on the next one. Peace.